EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They start the drive with Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Young's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A first down throw for Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Darrington Evans with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Taken in at the 11. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very... And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Young. And this is caught by Evans. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go again here with Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like with the runner.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Second down, Young. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And Howie clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young to throw it. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we are ready to return to Super Bowl 62 action. Start of the 2nd quarter. Here we go.
Let's go.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Evans fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They go play action. Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A give up the middle to Evans. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here is Young. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Hey, check Mega. Set, go.
A give running right is Evans. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. Now Evans hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is..."
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Go ahead.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a first down throw for Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 69 yards. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 241 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectful. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jackson. And he is caught. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jeremy Chin there defensively. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Check pink. Ready.
It's Young off play action. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. Touchdown Panthers. DJ Chark, 49 yards. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, middle.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now here's Young. And this one too low.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Red, cycle. Ready?
Back to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
This is Henry. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. It's been a fun one through three. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. White. Set.
Young off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Evans is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Evans again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
Without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll look to run with Evans. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And Young's going to throw for this. Forced out to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
No, we changed it. We changed it.
Jackson now. That's complete to the fullback Ricard. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Hey, report.
Another run with Mitchell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yellow. Jet. Ready.
Young on third down. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Hey, Blue. Let's go. Go set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
13.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Panthers 22. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on second and long. Young. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. Odafe Oweh drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they love this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.